Hi, I'm Rob, and in this video, we'll show you how to replace a standard cord lock on a 1-inch Décor. We will need a cord lock and an adapter for our standard cord lock replacement. And the cord lock can be on the left or right side. The tilter can be on the left or right side, or they can be on opposite ends of the shade. So it's a universal cord lock. We're going to go ahead and undo the cords in the tassel. We're not replacing the cords in our shade today. We're replacing the cord lock. So let's take a look at separating the stop here and our cords inside the stop. In the top of the cord stops, we've got knots inside here that are just double over knots. And so we'll need to remove those knots to go ahead and do this function without recording the whole shade. What I recommend using for the knot removal is a pair of hemostats, and it works really well to go ahead and just kind of work that knot apart. So you can come up here to the knot feature here, come around here, pull that knot around. I've already undone that point of the knot. Come over here, grab onto the cord again, pull it around, pulling the cord around that cord. So we've got our knots untied. We're going to pull the cord stops out here, and then we're going to take the cord here. For whatever reason, our cord lock here in our shade that's on the right hand side needs replaced. I'm going to go ahead and remove the end cap here off the end of the shade. If you look carefully, the front of the cord lock is actually going through the punch here where the cords are coming out of the shade. The back of the cord lock here is snapped into the back feature of the headrail right here. It just rocks in and snaps in at the top. To remove that cord lock, what we want to do is go ahead and pull the cords on through the shade, and that's kind of difficult to do because that barrel wants to raise up and lock that cord. So push the barrel down. By pushing the barrel down, I mean this feature here, we're just going to push down on it so it doesn't grab the cord. What we're going to do now is remove the cord lock from the back of the headrail. Flex it out, it pops out like that. Again, that back feature pops out from the back of the headrail. The front feature locks out. And what you're seeing here is the cord lock and the adapter. Now, if this isn't working, I want to replace both the cord lock and the adapter. And what we want to do is go ahead and take our cord lock here and attach the adapter to it. Rock it from the front on in, and that's what the adapter does. What the adapter does for us is, for this 2-cord route shade, we'll have a cord going out the front of the adapter and a cord going out the rear of the adapter. What that does is it stops the cords from spiraling around each other or twisting while the shade's being operated over its life. The next thing we're going to do is insert this back into the headrail, and the adapter here has to go into the punch hole inside the headrail. So we're going to line the adapter up with the punch hole, get it seated in there, rock that into place. What we're going to do now is just record the shade. If I'm reusing the cord like this, one thing I want to do is heat that cord up a little bit and straighten it out. I'm going to pull that cord out here, get the cord lined up, and I want to make sure my barrel is to the right because this is a right cord lock shade. This is my barrel right here. I'm going to take that cord and run it down in between the barrel and the front of the headrail. We're going to see if we can get the other one down through the front side. Push it on through, and we've got our cords through the cord lock. I want to make sure they're both going in and going through the cord lock. One's out the front and one's out the rear of the adapter through the punch in the headrail. So let's go ahead, bring our stop on back, cord through the stop, then tie our double over knot. Put the knots right at the end of the cord, right where they were before. There was no excess cord on our shades previously. So what we're going to do is go ahead and run a knot around once, run the knot around twice, and I usually give myself a little extra cord at the end and then push that knot down through the shade. What we're going to do now is bring in the other stop, run the cord in through the top, do our double over knot again, trying to get that cord all the way down to the edge of the end of the cord. Pull it nice and tight. Now we're ready to reassemble our stops here. What we're going to do is pull the cords on both cords. If it has 4 cords, it's got a different stop than this. It would actually have holes here and here that those cords would knot into, and I would press it together and it would hold it. But you can see that just snaps together. If I had 4 cords on the shade, 2 would come out the front and 2 would come out the rear of the adapter. So now I've assembled my tassel, got my shade here ready to go, return the end cap into place. So my last step is to take the shade, hang it up, make any kind of leveling adjustments to the shade that are needed using the cord stops and changing the knots of the shade. And that's taking a look at how to replace the standard cord lock on a 1-inch Décor.